Welcome back for the post game on Friday 5th, 2021. We have tonight 5 games for you. Don't go nowhere. But before we start, we want to invite you to don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course, and also on the Facebook page where we get for you all the information update around the league in NHL. So we have a busy night, honestly. 3 games at 7 o'clock tonight, and also two at 10 o'clock. And we have to start with the first game for between the Boston Bruins and also the Philadelphia Flyers tonight. Very entertaining game, to be honest with you. Finally, Boston Bruins for the fourth time straight, they came back at the third period to win 2-1 versus the Philadelphia Flyers. With this win, Boston Bruins now are 8-1-2, and Flyers fall at 7-3-2. Great performance in the Rask in front of the net. He stopped also a penalty shot tonight in for the Flyers. We cannot blame Elliott for the game, but I think he's upset for the winning goal, the third period, where I believe he should stop it. But if the shot overall was not too bad, 24-23 for the Flyers, and 5-7 first period, 8-4 for the second for the Boston, and finally was more entertaining the third period, more shot, 23 shot in this period, 13-10 for the Flyers. No goal at the first two period, and the only thing I can say for the first two period, it was the fact like Boston Bruins at some point during the first period, around the 15-minute mark, we have four players in the penalty box. We have Clifton for the fight. We have also who I'm missing. Warner for the roughing, and versus Farabee for the Konechny for the interference. So at that moment, it was still play 5 versus 5. A couple of seconds later, 6 seconds later, McEnroy got an ice stick, and then Carlo got hooking, and at that moment, it became now 5 versus 3. But however, it's the funny at the end of those penalties, the scorekeeper did not know who to send back on the ice, got confusing. We had to stop the puck, and at the end of the day, it was only a 5 versus 3. And Warner could not come back on the ice, and so a little bit confusing on the penalty box for the scorekeeper yesterday in Philadelphia. It was just funny to mention this, but everything on that game came at the third period because that's all the three goal happening. First at 27 and power play, GVR his 6th of the year, and assist go to Gustafsson and Giroux, 10 of the year. And we have to wait 12 minutes before the Boston Bruins have a comeback during that game. Marchand, 7 of the year on the Pasternak and McEnroy, an assist. And 27 seconds later, the goal winner, Corelli, is 2nd of the year. And Kreshchik and Bork get an assist on that goal. The stat of the game overall, it was 24 shot versus 23 for the Flyers, 58-42 for the face-off, 0-2 Boston and power play, 1-5 and for the Flyers with a goal for GVR. The penalty, 17-minute penalty for Boston, 11 for the Flyers, 28-22 hits. Really physical, to be honest with you, between both teams. And I can wait. This was the 4 game of the year so far, and I can wait until the end of the year to see what happens. Boston win all those 4. The hit was 20, like I said, 28-22, and finally the block shot was 14, 15 for the Boston Bruins. Find a way again to win this game 2-1. The second game of the night, it was Tampa Bay versus Detroit, and again another win for the Tampa Bay Lightning, 3-1. With that win, Tampa now are 7-1-1, did not lose any game so far at home. For the Detroit, another last 2, 8-2. I'll be honest with you, that's maybe one of the best game for Detroit. Thomas Greiss was great in front of the net after a bad game prior to this. He was removed of the net after 5 minutes at the beginning of the game, if you remember, with the three goal back to back to back from the Tampa Bay. Uh, Good performance for Detroit. If you can see the nobody for the Lightning score the big guns. Points, Stamkos did not. Palat did not score. Edmund was quiet yesterday. So overall, we have to give credit for the Detroit to have a good performance against Tampa Bay, but unfortunately, it was not good enough for them to win that game. To be honest with you, um, it's Nemesnikov scored his second goal at the 10-minute mark at the first period, opened the score, and then 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, Pat Maroon is first of the year, no assisted score, and it was now at that moment 1-1 uh, at the score, and then you have 13 shot for Detroit, 14 for Tampa. At some point, it was 6 shot versus 1 for Detroit. Detroit have a great start of the game, to be honest with you, but Tampa Bay finished strong the last of the first period, and then at the second period, we have only one goal. Barkley Goodrow scored his first of the year. Ruta and Point have an assist at the 17:29 at the end of the second period, and that would became the goal winner. To be honest with you, the shot was 12-9 for Detroit, and after second period, it was 24 shot versus 23 for Detroit. So that gives you an idea how it was really strong, Detroit. But unfortunately, I think their third period did not do well for them. They gave 9 shots versus only 4 for them, and that's as was the reason, maybe was the reason they lost this game. Barkley Goodrow scored his second goal of the night in an empty net, and then it was over for Detroit. Final score 3-1. The stat of the game was for they are 28 shot Detroit, 32 Tampa Bay. Face off 53-47 for Detroit, 0-2-0-3 for Tampa. That give you an idea. It was very quiet on an offensive side. 20 hit versus 24. Block shot 6 and 4. Minute penalty for Detroit 6, and minute penalty for Tampa Bay 4. So good performance. Detroit not good enough, and Tampa Bay continues to win all the time, and they're getting strong. More the season getting, all the Tampa Bay are getting strong, and this is another win without, uh, no goal from Point, Stamkos, Edmund, Palat. It's a third four-line score for the Tampa Bay last night. The third game of the night, it was between a back-to-back game. If you remember, Nashville won the game again, the Florida 6-5 Friday night, very offensively. And tonight was a very low score, 2-1 for the Florida Panthers. Win their sixth of the year, did not lose, still did not lose any game, and they have two tie. And for the Nashville, it was their sixth loss, and now their record is 5-6. But they have a lot of shots from Tampa Bay. I don't know what's going on. Then Nashville, I feel like they are up and down. Great performance, by the way, the Rini yesterday. To be honest with you, he keep this team. He keep the Nashville alive and stay in the game. The shot after the first period, I'll just give you an idea: 20 versus 5 for Florida. Duclair have a lot of an opportunity to score. Florida could go away with the game at the beginning of after one period, at least three goals there, and unfortunately, did not happen. So the score for, and it's funny because Nashville scored the only goal in the first period. So it was Nashville 1, Florida 0, and the shot was 22 versus 5. Colton Sissons scored his second goal of the year. Ellis and Huzi got their fourth assist of the year. And then we have to wait the second period. And Alexander Barkov scored his fourth of the year. Verani have an assist. Tippett, his first as point of the year. And also Tipe was back from the taxi squad tonight. He was just added before the game in the lineup. And 10 minutes later, Carter Vernon AE scored his sixth of the year. This is one of the top five best players. Surprised to be honest with you. Barkov got an assist at Wigger. Barkov was the second point like Carter tonight. And it was also the goal winner. They have no goal during the third period. The shot, it was at the end of the game, 25 for Nashville and 36 for the Florida Panthers. The face-off, Nashville only 40, 60 for Panthers. The power play, again, 0-1, 0-2. Very quiet of minute penalty tonight. The hit was Florida. I'm telling you right now, this game, Florida could win this game 5-6-1. They were everywhere. I think they was really upset to let it go the game prior. I think they could win that game, honestly, when they lost 6-5 in shootout and OT. 48 versus 25. The Black was 17-16 for Nashville. Minute penalty, 6 for Nashville, 4 for um, the Florida Panthers tonight. Um, Great performance for Renee. Like I said, Trigger did the right thing for the Florida Panthers, and another win from Panthers. They are real. I'm not sure yet. You know, they are those games again: Nashville, Detroit, Chicago, Columbus. If the Panthers want to make the playoff, I said this every time. They need to beat those teams. They will struggle with Tampa Bay, Carolina, I believe, right? But those teams I just mentioned to you, they have to have those points. And most they get point, more they're going to have more chance to be in the playoff. But we have to give credit for them. And also head coach Joel Kenville, they are 6-0-2. The four game of the night, it was the one at 10 o'clock tonight, and it was the Golden Knight back. And after missing a couple of, almost like at least 1 week after the COVID-19, beat the Los Angeles King 5-2. Now the record for the Vegas is 6-1-1, and for the Los Angeles King, they fall now at 3-5-2. Vegas did not wait. I think they was excited to come back on the ice because they scored at the beginning at the beginning of the game at 50 seconds. Nicola Hagi scored his first goal of the night, and he have 3 points during this game. So it's very great performance for him. Pacioretty and Stone got the assist. Max Stone scored his third of the year at the middle of the game at 9:32. Pacioretty got his second assist, and Theodore is also an assist on this goal. And then less than 1 minute, 58 second later, 52, I'm sorry, Jonathan Marchessault scored his second goal of the year. Carlson an assist, and Ag another assist. On that moment, 3-0 at the 11-minute mark, and the game was over. Honestly, Golden Knight just everywhere tonight, and Kings did not do well, to be honest with you. During the second period, two more goals again for the Vegas, and it was 5-0 after two. Carlson got his third of the year. Marchessault and Ag have an assist. Ag and Carlson at that moment has 2 point and had 3 point. And then Cody Glass, the second of the year, was great to see him to score on power play. Carlson got an assist, his third point, and also Pacioretty also an assist, his third point. Both of them, Pacioretty, Carlson, and Ag have 3 point tonight. And finally, during the third period, it was too late, but the Kings came back with two goals in period of 6 minutes. Warner is first of the year, and Dustin Brown is fourth of the year. Fleury was in front of the net. Fleury have a really good start this year, to be honest with you. He's doing well in front of the net. We have to give him credit. Do well. Was not a great night for Jonathan Quick. Got removed after the 4 goal at the beginning of the first period by the coach. He gave 4 goal and 10 shot only, and then Peterson finished, and he gave only 1 shot, 1 goal and 26 shots. So not very great performance for Jonathan quick tonight in the net. Um, Resume the stats. We have a 36 shot for Vegas versus 29. Face off 54 versus 46. And the power play 1 and 2 LA, 1 and 4 for Vegas. The hit. More physical game tonight. Kings 30, 21 for Vegas. Black shot 18 Vegas, 15 the Los Angeles King. Minute penalty 8 for the Los Angeles King, and of course 4 for the Golden Knights. So another game, good performance for the Las Vegas. And again, like I said, it was their first game for the last 7 days, and they are ready to rock and roll now. And then finally, the last game of the night, and we have to go to Anaheim Ducks and shoot out. The San Jose Sharks win 5-4 versus the Anaheim Ducks. We have to wait until the goal and shootout of Labac to win, to give a chance to the Sharks to win. Now the Sharks are 4-5-0. The Ducks play more game, but they still have the same record, 4-5-3. Good performance around, very entertaining compared to the Eastern game tonight with low score. And the West, we have more goal, 9 goals during that game. It's Matt Nieto scored his third goal of the year. Sorensen and Schmeltevsky got an assist. It was at 12:50. It was the only goal of this period. The shot, San Jose 17 versus 8. It was funny because this period, this game was like one way to another way. The second period, Anaheim came back with 13-3. Just give you an idea, it was like 21-20 shot for Anaheim after the second. Then there was more even, 8-11 for Anaheim the third period. 5 shot versus 2 and OT for a total of 37-30 shot at the end of the game. During the second period now, we have a more action. It was a 3-goal game for the Anaheim. And so it was 3-1 for Anaheim. Enrique scored his second goal at 10:08. 3 minutes later, Terry scored his first goal of the year. Fowler and Grant have an assist. And then 4 minutes later, Max Comtois scored his fourth of the year. Raquel got his third assist of the year at 18:22. So after the second period, it was 3-1. And then San Jose came back with 3 goals back to back to back. Kutcher is fourth at 39 seconds. Evander Kane scored, and Schroeder is third also unassisted at 2:06. And then at 8:04, Brent Birds is third of the year. An assist go to Donato. And at that moment, it was 4-3. And Max Comtois, his second goal of the night, is fifth of the year. Comtois is doing well this year for the Anaheim Ducks. Score at 11:33, and to square the game at 4-4, and no goal on OT. And I have more chance to score and to win this game, but did not. During the shootout, Ran Tornado score the first goal for San Jose. You have to wait until to the end, and Labac score at the third shot for the San Jose. And at that moment, the game was over because they have already 2 goals, and Anaheim they had no goal. Like I said, 37 shot for the Ducks, 30 for the Sharks, 57-43 face off for the Ducks. We have no goal tonight, and power play 0-3 both team. Minute penalty 6 versus 6. They hit 31 for the Sharks, 17 for the Ducks, and the blocks was 21-13 for the Anaheim Ducks. This game could be both ways, to be honest with you. I really believe at that moment, 4-4, and then like I said, Anaheim a little bit should maybe win, but a good performance also Jones in the net and Gibson for Anaheim Ducks. So that's resumed the 5 game of the night on Friday night, 5th, 2021. But before we do, we leave and we do every time. We have the 3 star of the night, and we have to go with the first star. Yes, Nicolas Hague. Some say Hag, some say Hagu. With 3 points tonight. 3 point his first game. 1 goal, 2 assists for him. Very great performance. And Vegas, like I said, they won tonight 5-2. The second star of the night, I have to go with Parkley Goodrow. He scored 2 goals, a goal winner for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They won 2-1, 3-1 versus the Red Wings Detroit. And finally, the third star of the game, we have to go with Tuki Rask. Tuki Rask have a great performance for the Boston Bruins. They won 2-1 against the Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers stopped 23 or 24 shot he got. And plus, he have a penalty shot against him. He stopped it. So that was the third star of the night. But before we leave, we want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live Show to get all the information around the league and nation. But before we leave, you know this is going on all the time here. All right? You know this. I'm going to you right away because we have to start the music. You have greatness inside of you. This is your coach Frenchy, from the house tonight, and have an amazing, great rest of the night because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and we have more games on Saturday on February 6th, 2027. The first game of the day, 1 o'clock p.m. between the Ottawa Thunder and Montreal Canadiens. Have an amazing, great night, everybody.